Greetings from Washington, D.C., where we have gathered with hundreds of thousands of our brothers and sisters in the pro-life march. We are sorry that so many of you who are in Boston who had intended to join us were unable because of the weather. But we thank Father Matt Williams and all the organizers of the event there in Boston. Welcome to the Cathedral of the Holy Cross. God bless all of you for being witnesses to the gospel of life. The Holy Father is trying to instill in us the attitude of Jesus' love and mercy. The attitude that Christ wants us to have is one of humility, one of an awareness of our own failings. We're not here to judge people, but to be signs of God's love and mercy. The enemies of the pro-life movement would like to characterize us as being judgmental and pharisaical, congratulating ourselves for our virtues and condemning others. We need to be humble messengers of God's mercy. We will save the babies by saving the mothers. Anger, indignation, and condemnation will only serve to harden people's hearts in their positions. Mercy must be the watchword of the pro-life movement. Mercy for the mothers, mercy for the babies. In many ways, the Project Rachel initiative is the face of mercy in the pro-life movement. We're all so grateful to Marianne Luthien and all of those who work with those whose lives have been touched by the evil of abortion. In a study done by Anne Speckhart, 85% of the women reported that they were surprised at the intensity of their emotional reaction to an abortion. These reactions would include discomfort with children, feelings of low self-esteem, guilt, feelings of anger, depression, grief, increased use of alcohol, inability to communicate, and even suicidal feelings. Yet 72% of the subjects reported no identifiable religious belief at the time of their abortion. The negative reaction to abortion is not an attack of religious scrupulosity, but a human, instinctual rejection of abortion. The Catholic Church has long recognized abortion's impact on women and their families. While many forces in our society try to pit the interests of the mother against those of her unborn child, the Church recognizes that what is best for the child is also best for the mother. Project Rachel, a post-abortion ministry, began over 15 years ago as an outreach of the Catholic Church to women, men, and their families who've been affected by abortion. The Church is a place of healing, a field hospital, as Pope Francis calls us. The Church speaks the truth about abortion to men and women, contemplating this action, saying, don't do it, it's wrong, and it will hurt you and hurt your baby. But the Church speaks the full truth. If you had an abortion, God's mercy is great enough to forgive that too. Jesus offers forgiveness and healing. He offers the hope and promise of resurrection and reunion with the child who is waiting for his parents. Our pro-life ministry is to be an instrument of God's mercy for mothers and their children. Aware of our own sins and failings, we hold out the hope of God's forgiveness and love to all, especially those painfully affected by abortion and the economical chaos that often precipitates that terrible decision to abort a child. This year of mercy is a grace and an opportunity. Like the publican in the parable of the publican and the Pharisee, we come to God's temple not to congratulate ourselves for our good works, but to ask for God's mercy, so that we can share that love with a broken world and allow our brothers and sisters to experience the forgiveness and joy of our loving God, who has put us here on this planet to build a civilization of love and mercy. Thank you for being part of this pilgrimage for life. Let us rejoice together for the gift of life and for the gift of mercy that makes life so beautiful. God bless you.